Hello. Oh. Hello. Now, welcome back to our yep. And today we are going to be cleaning a bike and like kind of how to. So first, you're gonna need a bucket of water and maybe like a rag or something. I have a whole cleaning kit, but so first you gotta spray down the bike. Either like this or like this. And then, so now that it's wet, you can take, so I have a bucket of soapy water right here. You can't, right here. And so now we take this soapy water and we kind of mix it up so it gets soapy. And then you take your rag or brush in this case, and then you just scrub wherever it's dirty additionally. And then, you know, kind of get in the crevices as much as you can with whatever you have. And then you can, so now there should be kind of like muddy water. I mean, there depends on how dirty your bike is, but there can be like muddy water or something. So now we need to spray it down once again. So you need to spray it down wherever you wipe, because that's where the muddy water is going to be. Okay, and then we are going to turn the bike upside down as best as you can. This bike is kind of big, so this particular bike is big, but depends on what kind of bike you have. Could be easier. And so you need to flip it over just kind of like this. And then from here, with probably a different rag, you take and you dip your rag, or I have a tire cleaning brush, and then you take the soapy water and take it and spin the tire and make sure to get the sidewalls and then just the middle, and do this through a rotation about maybe 15 times. And then you go to the back one and same thing. And make sure to do it the way that the pedals don't turn, because otherwise you might hit yourself. And for the back one, you might need a little bit more soapy water, just to, you can see that difference there, maybe. So then, after that, guess what? Spray it down. Spray down the tires, spin them again. And then get the back one. You're gonna get wet doing the tires on this one. And then you can see all the muddy water coming off. And then, while the bike is turned upside down, you can take another brush or a rag and get all the little spots underneath that get dirty from mud or muddy water. So like under the forks and like right at the bottom of the bike, and then you just kind of brush it, get whatever there is, get any mud or muddy water, and then after this there's going to be more muddy water, So we're gonna need to spray it down again. For this one, we're gonna take a little bit longer spraying it down because there is more mud and stuff. So we're gonna spray it down. And for this one, whatever you have, if you can, make sure it's kind of wide and not like dead on. And then get the other side. Ooh. Okay. Then now we can flip the bike back over and do this carefully, otherwise you might break something. And then you just grab the handlebar and the seat and pull it up. And then kickstand or a tree or something. And then you just take your rag one last time. And then you just kind of do an initial, just kind of last scrub down. Any dirty spots you missed, maybe. I tend to miss this back bar right here. And then get under the seat just in case there's mud underneath it. And then you can get the pedals if you want to, but I typically don't because they're gonna get dirty the fastest. And then one last time, we're going to spray it down. And this one you want to use a little bit more pressure. Just to get any muddy spots. Any hard to get muddy spots. And then after that, we're going to need a microfiber. It doesn't have to be microfiber, but a rag of some kind that is not like a kind of like a traditional towel. So you kind of want to get all these spots, and if it's not drying off immediately, then that's fine. It will air dry, but if you want it to dry immediately, then we can take a normal towel and wipe it down. But for a cleaner finish, we need the microfiber towel. Get all the spots sprayed down. This is the most time-taking part. And then you can hang this up to dry. And then, then you've got a clean bike. And then you can set it somewhere to dry. But you can set it somewhere to dry, like maybe in your grass or something. And then you will have a clean bike. So that is how to clean a bike thoroughly.